Steph or Kobe?
It's a close tie. I think it was cool to meet them both just because Steph's still playing, my favorite player now, and just being able to watch him, and that's my favorite team as well. But I think it was cool meeting Kobe just because he's a legend. He's retired. He was there with his kids. So it was kind of a different feel, and he's a lot older than Steph is, so it was a different feel. But it was awesome meeting both of them.
What does it mean to you, though, that those guys know who you are and who your team is?
I think it's just awesome to see where this program's gone and how much attention we're getting from players in the NBA and greats like those players are. I mean, just having him sitting courtside at our game and talking to us after the game, and then having Steph tell me that he keeps up with our team and watches what we do is something great, and I think speaks volume about who we are as people and the level of play that we're producing.
How did you end up meeting Steph? How did that come together?
Well, we've known a lot about each other. We live in the same town. He lives in Walnut Creek. I live in Walnut Creek. So we had a lot of mutual friends, and I had known someone that was there that's really close friends with him. So she had just brought me back, and it was really like we caught up like old friends. We were just talking and laughing. We didn't really talk much about basketball. It was just more of a how are you, storytelling type of conversation. It was awesome. I'm still starstruck that I met him.
So is there anybody that you haven't met you would really like to meet?
Well, of course. There's so many of athletes and just people famous and that I would like to meet. I haven't really gotten that far down the list. It's about Steph and Kobe. That's the top of the list.
I know that you guys are a confident, experienced team, but were you surprised at the margin you guys were able to sweep that series last week?
Yeah, just because last year we were similarly in the same spot ranked-wise, coming into Pac-12 play, and we kind of struggled with those teams and playing on the road, and I think that just speaks about who we are and how serious we're taking it this year. We're playing to the best of our ability, and we're trying to get better every game regardless of who we're playing against or where we are. We're just going to keep fighting to get better and better every game.
Any good nuggets that Kobe had to say for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, he just said how fun we were to watch, and he just told us to focus what's in our control, and if you're not shooting the ball well, if you're not doing something well, just get back on defense, keep your head up. And that's, I guess, what Phil Jackson had told him, and that's what he told us. So that was cool to hear, because that's, I think, really important.
So Coach has had you guys kind of running 7-8 deep throughout most of this season so far, and do you guys still feel fresh? It is still early in conference season, but still feel fresh, still feel good?
Yeah, I mean, he's doing a great job of managing practice. We don't go very hard for very many days. Today is our hardest day, and then tomorrow we scout, and then we play Friday and Sunday. But we get in the gym and we work on our shot, just so then when we come out here we can go hard and go through contact and play hard to get ready for those games. But I think it's been great for us. I like it because I don't get subbed out of the game. So I enjoy not having a deep bench, and it's been good to us so far.
Game planning in conference is a lot different than non-con. The players, the schemes, coaches a little bit more, I'd imagine. Just kind of prep work is a little bit easier. Is it just kind of different week to week out here on the floor between non-conference and conference, and can you fall kind of into a game plan rhythm almost in conference?
You definitely can, especially in that second half of conference when you've already built a team and you really are focusing on yourself. You're watching film on your last game with them and what you did well and what you didn't do well, and you also know the team a lot better. So in non-conference it was a little harder. We hadn't seen a lot of those players that we played against. But now we've been playing against some of these players for the last 2-3 years. Even in high school we've been playing against some of them. So we know what their coaches are going to do. We know the schemes that they're going to do and what they've done in the past, and we're just going to learn from that and learn from the games that we do play against them and see what we can do better.
Arizona got off to such a good start this year. I don't know, have you gotten a chance to watch Ari McDonald at all? What does she do well? Have you been able to see her?
Yeah, I mean, we played against each other in high school. I mean, she's just so explosive and strong with the ball. She's a great guard. She's quick. She shoots the ball well. She gets to the basket well, and she's their best player. So I think it's going to be a good matchup between us, and we're just going to have to come out and play hard like we have these last 2 weekends.
How's Taylor looking? She's practicing still shooting threes. What's changed from her?
I think she's just gained more confidence. She's coming in here and really realizing that she's a key player for us, and we need her to win. And even in that Mississippi State game, when the level of competition was higher, she came in and hit a floater and 2 free throws and kind of got us back into that game. And she's always putting in work, always doing extra stretching, extra stuff in the weight room, extra stuff on the court, and I think that's always going to pay off. And so she's finding out what she can do and what her strengths are, and we need her. So
Are you giving her any advice?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm probably going to go back out there and shoot with her. But we're kind of buddies. She's under my wing, and I'm just helping her in any way that I can on the court.